Hey guys, it's Spidey Skater Boy here, and I'm also here with the awesome Austin Spidey fan for the win, Vigilante Spider, and Spidey Stretch. We're here to, talk to you guys about the new trailer that we got at Paris Games Week, but we're gonna look through the old trailer and the new one, take a trip down memory lane and then just, give a little feedback on how the trailer was for us.
All right.
Oh, make content.
Right.
PlayStation.
2016, guys. This was.
What's this?
Yeah.
People see me.
Ooh,
They're
the
saying,
World
think
Trade
they're
Center looks
safer.
amazing.
but it's not really me.
I love this, like what he says here. When people see me, they think they're safer.
Too bad it doesn't say anywhere else in the game.
Knowing everything hinges on
Yeah,
the
it's
fact that
totally not
we-
made for E3.
No, you know what the best part is though? I remember first watching this and I was like, oh, this is Sucker Punch's game. And then it's like, wait, it's Insomniac's.
And then there's tons of people on YouTube saying
Yeah.
this is a Sucker Punch game.
Yeah, nah. Look at that parkour.
Oh,
Boy,
this
if
looks-
you don't get
Show me that parkour, baby. Show me that parkour.
Oh man, look at how the suit has just changed. I wish we still had this suit or the PS4 Pro
I'm
one.
personally a fan of the newer graphics.
Yeah, same.
I'm personally a fan of you not talking.
Wow, it's so aggressive.
But yeah. But I'm not saying the old graphics were bad. I just think the newer ones.
Oh no,
like,
no, I'm not saying
this
no.
or,
It's nothing about the graphics. It's
Yeah.
about like the actual suit design, like the materials that they had, like. for the
Wow, that
actual
trailer was
suit.
quick.
Yeah.
Wow, it's like we
Yeah,
had this
wow.
this whole trailer for a whole year, and
A
that's
year.
it.
And but that was quick. It was just gone in a flash.
It really was actually.
Holy crap!
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
We lived off
This
that. We lived a
one
minute
trailer
30 for a year.
sparked a whole freaking community.
All right. So I guess we're going to the new
All
trailer.
right, new trailer from.
Wow.
yesterday.
Yeah.
That actually kind of blew my mind for a minute there.
All right.
Oh, now we got the new one.
Yes.
Oh, New York City
Look-
looks even better now.
Look at that.
Yeah.
weird-
Oh, they got the
Beautiful.
Chrysler and the Empire State Building.
I love that Insomniac logo.
Yeah,
Looks
I dig
great.
it. The
Got
red
that
works.
Smexian.
Look,
It looks
look at
good.
Peter. I love Peter.
Look at Mary Jane. She's thick. Look at
And
Ahmed looking like a real person. Look at
Yeah,
Peter
we-
busting into his old apartment.
Oh, he doesn't care.
Look at that Peter Parker gameplay. It's sexy. It's just total sex. And then
Finally.
Mr. Negative with his fat ass nose.
Uh,
Oh, look, it's me. It's Mario.
Well,
Hey, look,
Willem
it's normal.
Dafoe.
He looks good. It's Chris Cooper. He looks nothing like
It's Willem
Willem
Dafoe.
Dafoe usually.
You're both wrong.
Mary Jane
No.
looks great. Mary Jane looks
Mary
great.
Jane
Yeah.
looks like she can get the what?
Doctor Strange building.
PG
What?
rating is complete.
Why does Peter look so derpy in that one segment where it shows him in Spider Sense? Like his when it's slow mo, he looks so retarded. He's like,
That's his
Yeah.
chromosomes acting up.
Oh my god.
I love how Mr. Negative
Look at that.
transforms like that with all
Austin
clouds.
loves that.
Yeah,
Austin-
guys.
Austin loves
Oh my
that.
goodness.
Whoever's
This is
watching
so
this
great.
Right now, go over that scene frame by frame and just look at the animation.
We've got to play this just right.
Yeah.
You want
Yes.
We'll
And
probably
also-
talk about this in the breakdown, so then you guys know exactly what
Yeah.
we're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll probably be the trailer will probably be playing over this. So yeah, you'll probably
Yep, and then
Yeah.
freeze frame and all that stuff.
yep.
Oh, I love
Oh
that
my
shot.
God.
That's a good shot.
By the way,
Where he puts on his
remade
mask.
suit, please. Remade suit.
Oh
Gotta
man.
give me some of that.
He pulling Harry out
Yeah.
the elevator shaft and shocker.
Oh, shocker.
Oh, Mr.
Oh, and there's the
Negative.
concept art. There was that concept art that we saw.
Which I was surprised that they actually showed any of that subway sequence.
Yeah, they showed quite a few concept
Yeah.
art things
Yeah, they did.
that actually happened. Yeah.
Like his room.
Actually, it
Like
was
his
all three,
room.
wasn't it?
And also the bombing. Yep, the bombing
Yeah.
thing.
So all of the
Yep.
Yeah.
All the concept art
they
things
showed
were shown.
something a part of that concept. Not bad, man. Not bad. Actually, really enjoyable.
To be perfectly
Yep.
honest, I think that's probably my favorite thing that something have shown with Spike Visual. I love
It
the
is,
E3
yeah.
demo and all, but the reason why I love this more
Oh,
is
no, I
one,
definitely-
we see.
No, I
this is
definitely
the
prefer
story.
this over anything we've gotten.
All right. Wow.
Well,
And bam, New York City.
There's the city. It looks. You know what? When I first actually saw the shot, it reminded me of Watch Dogs
Yeah.
for some reason.
yeah,
Someone
I
else
can
said
see
that.
that.
When we were watching
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Because do you remember Watch Dogs 1 when they first showed it, like at E3, like 2014 or like 2013 or something?
Yeah.
When they showed Chicago.
Mhm.
That's what it reminded me of straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
And-
like they don't show you like the typical standard shot of New York. Like The Chrysler Building is like in the center, but then
Yeah,
the Empire State Building is like off to the left.
And
And you
fun
got, like, the
fact, if you
harbor
look
here.
at the far right, there's a ferry.
Uh-huh.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Stop it.
The real question is, like, can Spider-Man swim in this game?
I really hope so.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
that would actually make a lot of sense if he did.
Well, because you know how in some games where if he touches the water, he just instantly like
Yeah,
jumps
because
out or something like that, like Tarzan 2.
Teleported back.
Yeah, nah. Hopefully this one he can actually swim, so that'll be nice. But
yeah.
Oh.
but yeah,
Look to the left at the traffic. Now, by the way, this is more than this is definitely probably I'm 100% sure this is
Okay.
dev cam. So this is
Oh.
actual in-game, just the
Footage,
developer
yeah.
messing with the camera. So if you look to the far left, the amount of traffic there
yeah,
is the
that's
most
crazy.
we've ever seen. So
Yeah, that's like a full, like, all the way down the street, like all
Yeah.
lanes just packed.
Yeah.
That's like bumper to bumper New York traffic, and it's fine.
And hey, did you guys notice that in the river there's a guy on a boat? Like he's actually driving the boat.
Yeah.
there's 2 boats going off actually.
Yeah. And like, do you guys remember a boat going off in a
You know
Spider-Man game?
that boat on the far right,
Yeah.
the one that looks kind of brownish yellow, maybe black
Yeah.
and yellow or orange, I guess.
Yeah,
Looks
Yeah, I
like
guess.
a
Yeah.
rescue boat.
it does.
It
doesn't
does.
You know what
This city is so alive, and I love it. It's
You
so
know what?
alive.
And look at this. But you know what I love about this shot though is the scale of the city. Like it looks
Yes, this
massive.
looks massive, yes.
Look at that draw distance,
Tall
man. Look at how
building.
wide.
No, but like even if this is only Manhattan, this looks like a Manhattan that's worth saving and big enough for me to explore it. Unlike the other previous Spider-Man games.
Oh, this is for sure going to be the biggest Manhattan
Yes,
Oh,
easily.
definitely.
in terms of scale, yeah.
So we got the Insomniac logo, the new one with the red.
All right, yep.
I don't know what the red means.
You're rubbing through. You got MJ talking to Peter in the background.
The city's safer than ever.
Yeah.
Do. And yeah, nice Insomniac logo. I
What are
like
they?
it.
What are they eating?
Okay, so we're paused at the restaurant scene, and I'm gonna say what is on his wrists. The one on his left wrist, with the red kind of.
It's red.
powder coat.
Ooh.
I don't know
Oh.
what that is. It's
Oh,
If
now I'm
there's-
thinking about
they're
it.
not doing nanotech, are they?
Oh, I think oh, wait, now you think about that could actually be the case. Because I
in
remember
the Black
hearing that
Panther
theory.
trailer, because you know, the suit comes out of the necklace. You
Yeah.
know.
I mean, like, there's that, but then also I'm looking at it. I think people are just looking way too deep into this, like saying that they're
Yeah, I
like
know.
two web shooters. But I look at his right hand, and that just looks like a regular old bracelet.
Oh.
It's not even.
I don't think that's his web shooter. That's not his web
No,
shooter.
there's
We've seen what his
something
web
on
shooters
them.
look like.
But there's
Yeah, no,
there's
we've
something,
seen his web shooters. Yeah.
I think.
Or maybe that's a promise bracelet from Mary Jane.
You know, I mean.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, okay. Also, something I wanna kind of throw out about this shot we're looking at here. The anti-aliasing in this shot here is pretty insane.
Yes.
And if you don't know what that is, it's the jagged edges, which is like
Now-
non-existent in this shot. So
By the way, for you guys that don't like Peter's hair, we found out that what's her name? Sorry, I can't.
Just
I
in the
can never say her
queue.
name. Yeah, she basically said Peter can't afford haircuts between cuts, so that's why his hair looks all scruffy and all that. Because one, he doesn't really have the time to get a haircut.
can't even pay.
Even if he
rent.
did, he doesn't care. Yeah, he can't even afford rent. So
He's got better things to do. Like
Yeah.
save
Then
your
got a haircut.
Oh, also, this scene right here plays out with the whole Spider-Man No More. Not really going too far into it, more of him like kind of
yeah,
wanting to chill
Well, I
out,
mean,
kind of.
beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I think that there's to piggyback off of what Austin said. I think that the overall plot of this story, I think that's going to be one of the main points,
Oh, for sure, yeah.
and why I think like this will have like a much more mature or darker Spider-Man story, a much more like adult Peter centric story,
Definitely.
and like
And-
because he's in his prime, but I think he's reached at that point where he's like, because he actually wants to like just
live a
because
life.
he's so behind on actually Peter Parker things, like actually living a life, even though he has a job, he
Yeah.
can't pay rent, and he has to spend time with his girlfriend that he's been with for so long. Like he just wants to kick back and do that sort of thing. And I think he's kind of, contemplating with the idea: should I just give up on this like for good, or just stop
And
for a
he,
while.
and he came up with valid points because, again, he kept Uncle Ben's promise, right? Because he has been responsible. Because, like he says in this trailer, that the city's hasn't been as safe as what is now, right?
Yeah.
So it's at the safest point that in his career has ever been.
And that's 8 years.
So obviously he's gonna say, there's no need for me to be Spider-Man anymore. Peter Parker can finally live a life.
Yeah, the cops can sustain it. But what I really want to point out is bravo to Insomniac for like the facial expressions and stuff like that in this
The
game.
animation
Yeah.
in
Oh
this
my
trailer
God.
is insane.
Yeah.
It's magnifical.
Oh yeah.
And we'll be getting to my favorite shot in a bit, but yes.
Oh yeah.
One thing that I would also like to mention before we, get off this little section, the fact that Insomniac went to such depths to not just have the voice actor, have their face be the face for Peter Parker. They went through the lengths to go find an actual actor and take his face as the model. Obviously, so essentially Peter Parker is made up of 3 different people. The mocap actor, the voice actor, and then the actual model for the face. And that's just insane to me that they actually went to great lengths to just break up the character and break him
because they
down
want this
this
character,
much.
right? They want him
Like-
to be as perfect as they personally think is the best.
So, next shot.
Peter Parker can.
Aunt May?
Marvel logo. That's
Yeah,
the next
Marvel
shot.
logo. Let's
Oh,
inspect
here's
this. Alright, so...
Marvel's Marvel.
Alright, okay.
Bill
I
Rose.
haven't really looked at this, image that long. I haven't really inspected it. It says, thank you for your 5 years of service. Question.
Yeah. Now, is that for Aunt May or is that for Martin Lee?
I don't.
Well,
Has to be-
it sounds
Why
like
would you-
Martin Lee's handing the keys over to Peter. In this scene.
Yeah. True. Yeah. So
This scene coming up.
yeah. I wonder if it is for no, but I wonder what because isn't Aunt May working for Face?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is for Aunt May. That'd be nice.
That'd be cool.
But I love her
Aunt May
design.
looks
She
like
looks
a real
great.
person. Let's just acknowledge
Yeah.
that for a second. She looks like a legitimate real person.
It's
Yeah.
yes.
I didn't even it. I don't know where, but I feel like I've seen her before, and I feel like I've even met her before. That's how
She looks
recognizable this Aunt May looks.
He
Like
looks
Bravo
like
and
a real-
Insomniac.
There's not really much to kind of talk about in
I'm
this
trying
show?
to
Well, unless
look.
you wanna
Like,
talk
there's not much. I don't know
Well-
what her earrings
Well, I
mean.
mean, unless you guys.
She
Well, I
legit
mean, unless you
looks
guys
like
wanna
Reba
talk-
McEntire. I'm telling you guys.
Oh no, I know
Well-
what you're talking about. All right.
Well, I think the only thing that's worth talking about is that guy sitting there with the black shirt and how his head looks like a fucking thumb. Like, look at that. It looks like a thumb, like a perfect thumb.
Okay.
Like, look
Okay,
at that. Just put your
dear
thumb
God.
in your
Next shot.
Okay, so the next shot.
Oh, I love this. I love
No,
this.
I mean, I'm
Oof.
Yeah, busting in.
Eviction.
Yeah.
a little behind.
The
Eviction.
eviction notice.
Oh, yeah, this is.
So
By
he
the
does-
way,
this is
wait,
fucking
yo,
great.
guys, rent. Do you
Yeah.
think he just moved? He just found an abandoned apartment,
I
and
don't.
that's what that place
No.
is.
This is
No, what I think.
not his
No, what I
place.
think it is that okay.
Because it looks
like,
all
on your-
empty. Because like, look, there's like
right?
nothing in there besides like a couple bags and a tennis ball.
And some coffee.
No, what I think it is, I think this might be his old apartment, right? And then
Yeah.
he got evicted. He got out, right? And he moved in with
Yeah.
Mary Jane temporarily because maybe there's some where they just
Maybe.
want to because they're not ready to move in with each other, but they're doing it only for temporary means.
Yeah.
And let's say he's breaking back into his apartment because there's something there that he left me put in a secret place, but he needs to get to it because it's important.
All right, so
I
yep,
read.
next scene.
No, I'm fine.
Wait, let's just take a moment to look at this glorious Peter Parker gameplay. Look at that.
For real.
Yeah. By the way, do you guys notice how every character model in that shot is all different? No one's the same.
Holy crap, you're right.
No,
Yeah,
I see.
no.
I see a dude wearing the same freaking hat. In
Well,
the back.
yeah, maybe because Face give the same hats, but all the faces of the people are different.
No, they're different. No, they're different hats.
No,
They're different
there's
hats,
two of the same
They're different.
hats.
Oh no, the one right behind him. Yeah,
The
I see it.
orange
The
ones?
one right behind him has the same hat.
Yeah, no, but I'm
Yeah, I
saying
see.
all the faces are all different.
Yeah, all the actual character models are different.
Yeah, that all the
Maybe
actual
that's where
character models
Peter
are different.
sleeps now. Maybe that's where Peter lives, is in this area.
By the way,
because
I
he got
love.
evicted.
Look on the left. There's a mattress on top of boxes. That's awesome.
Yeah. Again,
Yes.
this
Um,
looks great.
And the lighting looks amazing.
I mean, look at New York
It
outside
really
the
does.
windows.
Yeah.
Oh my
And,
goodness!
Are we on the next
Look at those trees. Look at those trees. They're beautiful. They're beautiful.
wait a minute. Austin, you know how you were talking about the bracelet before?
Yeah.
If you zoom in on the bracelet, it looks weird.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Look at that.
Yeah,
There's
the
a
one on the-
watch, and then he has.
No. Yeah, he has a watch and a bracelet.
That is
Yeah, but
I don't
like
even
the
know
way
what
it's
it is.
no, but that's a weird looking bracelet. Like,
Those
Yeah,
are his
some no,
web-
I've seen bracelets like that. I've seen bracelets like that.
Those are his web.
Like, Nah. Why would
I
he
can
wear them
see
out
the
in
little
public like
pellet
that?
thing where his webs come out.
now,
But that
but
no, but why would he wear them out in
hopefully,
public like that?
this is not the only Peter Parker gameplay we get because I kind of do not want this to be like the Amazing Spider-Man 2 where it's in certain sections.
Okay, so
I
I'm
would
gonna hit you with
personally
some
love it
sad
if it's
news.
open world.
I'm gonna hit
Oh,
you with some
no.
sad news, my friend. So Brian and
Oh
Zahar,
no!
and for the people watching this, I'll
Damn.
post the link in the description, and I'll post
Amen.
screenshots of
Yeah.
the article. Brian and
Oh
Zahar
yeah.
said
I think.
there's Peter Parker gameplay segments.
Yeah. Okay.
Now the way
That's
he
alright.
the way he worded it kind of seemed a little weird. Like it kind of sounded like choice. I don't know. I might be looking a little too far into it. But yes, I don't know. We don't know for sure.
We don't know. We don't know. So you never know.
Yeah, I mean, there's Peter Parker gameplay. He confirmed that.
Well, open world is a segment.
Yeah, please. But yeah, we're not totally sure on that completely. So if we go to the next scene
Monthly.
of the Daily Bugle newspaper.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys notice that it's actually if you remember the concept art with Mr. Negative in the train on there's a daily
Yeah, this is it,
Bugle
yeah.
newspaper is nearly the same.
Yeah, it looks really close to it.
They have the same type of writing, like as in they say Spider-Man threat or menace.
Yep.
So that's the same. But all the rest
Oh,
is
it's
different, like the
comic-
picture.
Hey, this happened Monday, October 30th, and when we go to a number of scenes later into this trailer, because we're only 34 seconds in.
You know what? I'm gonna go to October 30th, 2018,
that
and see if it's on a Monday.
really?
Some
Oh,
things
no.
just aren't adding.
Don't do that.
Dear God.
But
Dear
by the way,
Lord.
when we get to later on in
Yes.
the breakdown, we're going to talk about 2010. We'll talk more
Yes,
on
that
that.
is a very cool reference that we get to see
Okay.
later.
Okay.
So, real quick, talking about this newspaper.
I like the Daily Bugle logo
Yeah,
So,
it's
the
very
trumpet.
Yeah,
classic.
it's like
because you know how
Yeah.
some different versions of Spider-Man in different universes have a different logo for the Daily Bugle.
mhm.
I like how this one is just the one trumpet. It's pretty simple,
Mm-hmm.
but you still
It's got the
recognize
same
it.
font
So
that really every Daily Bugle fonts had.
yeah.
Which I'm
Mhm.
fine with. I like
I
that
like it.
font.
Simple, classic,
Okay,
traditional.
so let's talk
Love
about
it.
the headers of this newspaper. So you've got Fisk Financial. How much is Wilson
Financials.
worth? We'll find out more about that in the game.
Billions.
Yeah, seriously.
Find out on page 5.
Shocker at the bottom says Shocker appeals conviction. So,
This is probably after the shot later. that we
yeah,
see.
well, I guess we can kind of talk about that. We'll kind of
Yeah.
we'll
We'll talk-
let the
we'll talk
ideas
about that later.
Kind of
Yeah.
grow a little bit because I actually didn't see that till now, so it's got me thinking.
Oh, cool.
Represents.
All right, yes.
Oh,
that
look
is
at that
Martin
same
Lee's
one
so
off from the
cool.
previous shot.
Martin Lee's
That
so
same
cool.
one off from the previous shot.
All right, so looking at this, there's a wonderful thing of mangoes
It's the
there on the
principal
left.
from Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Look at look at the wrinkles on his shirt. The
Yeah.
detail.
Okay, so like Michael said, that's Aunt May working in the background. Again, nothing much to go off of with this, except for Martin Lee coming off as a sympathetic person. You're gonna feel very bad about his story arc throughout this whole game,
Yeah.
which is good on the writing. I mean, that's awesome. That's why I'm happy
Yeah.
they're using him as a character or a villain.
I mean, kind of to, kind of go off track a little bit because I know this is a story trailer and I've been wanting a story trailer for the longest. But one thing that I have to point out because it's a perfect shot of it, and I'm actually kind of noticing, it's not on Mr. Negative, but it's definitely on Peter. He has stubble.
Yeah.
Like Peter Parker has stubble. This is like the first time in any form of like actual media we see Spider-Man with any kind of facial hair. We've seen it a couple times in the comics, but this is the first time we've ever seen Peter Parker with stubble.
Yeah.
next
Extra.
frame, Miles Morales
Miles.
at Midtown.
He's a lot better in.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, also, one thing I would like to mention, I think Peter Parker, like
He looks different. in
this shot of him in particular is perfect. I think he looks perfect here, like
Yeah.
physique and
Yes.
everything.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
But one thing
I
that
agree.
kind of throws me off, that throws me off, and you will notice more and more as the trailer progresses, his face changes. But right here in a couple other shots, he looks mixed, like he's white, Middle Eastern, and Asian or something like that. Like he looks mixed. Like he doesn't look just white.
All I want to say about this is we are yet to hear Miles Morales talk. Please, Insomniac, let Donald Glover.
He's too old. I
Please.
think he's too old.
Please don't get that voice actor from Marvel Spider-Man. He's garbage. I really stunk it.
But if you can notice, Miles is wearing Midtown High.
Yeah.
So he's in high school.
Yep.
Yep.
See
That's
the
really
Parker
cool.
in the background.
I'm calling
And-
it right now. He's an intern at Daily Bugle.
And by the way, did I say, guys, or did I say that, like, Miles is gonna be like that boy Jack from Spider-Man 2, helping
Oh
out
my
mate?
God,
I
you
said
did
that. Yeah. Miles is definitely gonna be like Jack.
All right,
man.
so if we go to the next shot,
Yeah.
we get a reveal of Norman Osborn.
Willem Dafoe.
And he
Yeah.
looked. No, wait. I want you. Let's just settle this right now before we talk about it. Does he look like? Look, Michael and Austin. Does he look more like Chris Cooper or more like Willem Dafoe?
Look at that hair. Come on.
No, it's the face. He looks more like Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, we're talking about the face. We're talking
More
about
like
the
Willem
face.
Dafoe with that
The
face.
face.
The face.
I don't see
The
a
face is
resemblance
Willem
to
Dafoe.
Dafoe. He looks like one
Where?
of our presidents, whatever his name was.
What,
He
Ronald
looks like
Reagan?
Reagan. Actually, he looks like Reagan.
Wow, we all
He
called
looks
Ronald
like
Reagan on
Reagan.
that, yeah.
What the?
You're not even lying. He does actually kind of look like Ronald Reagan.
Either way, though,
He looks like Reagan.
so that means he's still for the 8 or maybe for the 8 years that Spider-Man has been Spider-Man or whatever. Norman has been mayor, right?
Yeah, that's normally
So-
how mayors are in office.
So now, what does that mean though? As in for him being the Goblin,
I don't.
because him being the mayor and the Goblin for the past.
I feel.
Yeah.
I kind of feel as though maybe he like. It might be sort of like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of scenario, where if he is Goblin, which I hope he is, because I'm really banking on the fact that he is the main villain, despite the fact they've mainly been showing Mr. Negative. I hope that he's the main villain and that he's the Goblin. So if that's the case, it'll probably be like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde scenario where like he's mayor, and let's say like they go with like the comics where like he had that accident and he like forgot all about the Goblin, but like like it's like a dormant, like it's sort of like a double personality kind of thing, and like like whenever he actually is the Goblin, he's the Goblin persona takes over, and then like Norman is kind of like off somewhere, so that way you have two villains that have multiple personalities.
It'll be interesting if the Goblin was the one just taking over
He's a lot more
completely.
badass.
How about that? The Goblin was completely in charge. That'd be kind of
But
crazy.
if that's the case, then it wouldn't make sense story wise, because then the mayor would kind of look stupid, like
But no, because Goblin can pretend he's serious.
He's done.
no, I'm saying if Goblin completely took over even as Norman Osborn, he's gonna look really stupid, like, oh yeah, we have this Goblin guy running around doing all this crazy crap, but yeah, I'm not gonna do anything about it, or I'm just gonna half-ass do something. But if it's like the other way around, where it's like Norman has no idea that he's actually the Goblin, he actually could send like police after him, but Goblin, when he's a Goblin, is just overpowered, and he just takes the police out. That could be like that. So that way, like when he's still mayor, he still looks like a good mayor.
He's still the good face.
Yeah,
I'll say this right now. He better not look like a Power Ranger, and I'll be good.
Can he please look like how he looked in like the first suit that they were gonna go with for the Raimi movie, please? Like at least the
can't
mask.
imagine him going with something like
All
that.
right. Next shot.
Yeah.
I want that.
Okay, so Kingpin.
I have
with the purple
By
tie.
the way, is it just me, or you know how he looks beaten up
Mhm.
in it's daytime or whatever?
Yeah.
Do you think remember that concept art that we got of Spider-Man fighting the Kingpin? What if this is after?
Oh no,
Like it just
totally
went
is.
to the early morning. Yeah,
This is
early
obviously
morning.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Because
obviously
he got
after.
messed up.
And also, because then someone maybe in the comments, I don't know, saying, but there's pedestrians and all that stuff. Well, I'm pretty sure they were fighting in a museum or something.
No, well,
No, I
the
think it was
concept art
Penthouse.
of the Kingpin, which, yeah, I think
It
that's
looks
his
like a
house.
museum to me.
I-
Oh, true.
Because I mean, Josh is gonna hate me
Well,
for
again,
this.
he
but-
might not. He might not live in a house. He
Wait,
might
wait,
have an
wait, wait,
apartment.
wait, hold on. What, Austin?
Well,
I
like
didn't
his
hear. I'm sorry.
penthouse that he has, like, if
Mm.
you look at
Yeah,
Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin
no,
house, like he's literally has
yeah,
an art
'cause-
gallery.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
because I was just about to
That
say
is
that they're
true.
taking a lot of inspiration from Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin. So,
However,
and
you gotta
Vincent
admit that
D'Onofrio's
that
Kingpin
house
is
is
really
pretty.
art.
That means in the console, his house is pretty big because he's got some big pillars.
Oh, what if it's
Well, I
in the
mean,
Chrysler
just like in the
Building,
Netflix,
please?
it's like pretty massive.
True.
Man, that'd be amazing. Okay, so yeah, I mean, okay, so right here he says, what does he say? Something about order. Let me replay that real quick.
It says, I kept the city in order. Something like
Yeah,
that.
I
he
kept
kept the
order
city in
in
order. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm not gonna go too in depth with that because that could mean multiple things, but
a lot of things.
but yeah, I guess maybe Peter did mess up, and
Yeah, because what if Kingpin was actually keeping the order? Like he's like,
He's actually
you shouldn't
keeping
have
the
done
bit."
this, kid. Yeah, he's like, kid, you need to listen to me. Like I may be the bad guy and all, but but I'm trying to protect the city.
yeah, and his own.
You just
messed up
opened the
twisted
door
way.
to, yeah, you just opened the door to, some people that will destroy the city. Yeah.
This next shot here with MJ looking at the map.
Is
Oh,
that the
yeah.
map?
Oh yeah, that's definitely the map. That is
Probably
definitely
be a
them
bit
teasing
bigger
the map.
too.
Holy crap, look at all those individual blocks. I never looked, I
Look-
never
look
paid
how long
attention to it,
Central
like
Park
pre-framed it. Yeah, Central Park is long as boy.
By the way, Mary Jane looks really cool.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm actually
really
gonna
great.
go to that next frame.
What is that name?
What
What
name?
is it writing? Like when she's looking at the map, when it shows the map, what there's like a slip or something like that behind.
Oh, okay. So it says, shipper Kira Chemicals, Street 2559, Wenzen Road, Origin. I can't even kind of Simcaria.
Yes, some carrier.
And then City, State, and Zip Dover District. Build date was October 16th. So, from
And
what
then,
I can
and then the
gather, this is happening within 1 to 2 months, maybe. I don't know.
nah, cause what you call it? Nah, cause what you call it? The newspaper is on October 30th.
Yeah.
And this
So
is
we're
October
gonna
16th.
we're gonna have October as a month for sure, without a doubt.
Yeah, so I'm saying
October
like, this is
the
obviously within 1 month, at
Make
least
sure
what we're
that's
seeing
a-
so far.
yeah. I just love Mary Jane's design. She looks amazing. Like she looks cute and like hot,
What, you
like
want to go to that?
attractive,
You want
right?
to go to that shot next?
She's
I
not
wanna go
like
to that shot, man.
supermodel. Oh my god, how
Well,
is
but
Peyton
she-
dating her?
well, to be perfectly honest, I think like if she chose to be a model, she
No,
could
no,
be
for
a model.
sure. It's not
Yeah,
like the
like you know what I mean? Yeah.
which I mean I think I made a joke earlier talking about how like she could have a dual life where she's also a model and an
Oh
investigator.
yeah, you did.
No, but
yeah.
hey, but here's the thing though, you know, because you know how they're doing the Ultimate Spider-Man thing from the cartoon of she wants to
Oh.
work for the Daily Bugle
Oh.
and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What if she uses her looks to manipulate guards or anything just to get in and take photos? Because she knows that people have called her attractive. Maybe.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, actually, you know what? Well, I mean, it's kind of, I kind of wanted to talk about this earlier, but since you brought it up, I kind of wanted to mention the fact how Insomniac back, you know, like when people asked him like, what's the inspiration, and they said, all the Ultimate Comics are a huge inspiration on the game. And I was talking to Austin and Michael about this earlier, and I believe you were there as well, Vigilante. And I was saying how potentially the Ultimate Comics, since they said it's a huge inspiration, and throughout the trailer, like it seems like that it really is such a huge inspiration on the actual, on not like Spider-Man himself, but the rest of the world, that I think like the actual like Ultimate Comics could be the legitimate head canon for this actual universe.
Almost this being a non-canon like continuation of
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it could be like a non-canon continuation
Next frame.
of when we get there and talk more about that. So yeah, nothing much
yeah,
thought, I guess.
I
Oh,
did
what
like
is
that
that?
idea, though.
You got Doctor Strange building.
Okay, so
I don't think
Michael thinks that's
is it.
Secret Sanctum.
Yeah, he thinks that building over there.
I
Wait,
don't
I think it
know.
actually does have a. Wait, it looks like it
Maybe.
does have a eye. The balcony on it, like that weird thing on it, does kind of look like an
it's
eye a
very
little
possible. And
It's well
It's very
again.
possible.
It could be their version of Doctor Strange's building.
it could just be a nod, you know, like hey,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
By the way, birds again.
Have to be
Birds
in that
again.
universe.
They're everywhere.
Oh, also, before we cut away from this shot, I do want to mention how alive and how in depth this city is. Like this first
that was a
building,
worry that I had. Oof.
like freaking like there's a build like the first building at the very bottom left, like it has like this little like patio kind of thing on the roof, like chill area.
Yep.
Yeah.
The building over has a greenhouse. All these
The
beautiful
steam coming out of the.
By the way, speaking of the near the Doctor Strange house, whatever, that's what I'm just gonna call it. The house before it, like the building before it, there's smoke.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, the smoke coming out of the air conditioning units.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's amazing, and I love it.
And you know what I love about it? Just from looking at the shot, like I just can't wait to play get my hands on the game because it looks like I'm having fun. Like the city's like it reminds me of that Homecoming scene when he's like, when he's changing in the alleyway and he's jumping around doing.
Yeah.
That's what this shot kind of reminds me of. It's like he's like, oh, what should I do today? Oh, is there a bank robbery over there, or should I do that? I don't know, but I'm having fun. That's what this shot looks like to me.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But it makes me want to have fun.
They've captured a lot of what Spider-Man is as a character and how New York is a character just by itself.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And honestly, I'd even say, because, I mean, despite the fact that they've been marketing as this and they finally managed to work it into the actual marketing with Spider-Man's world and Peter Parker's world collide, I feel as though from what we've seen, they actually are. From what we've seen, I feel as though they actually got Peter Parker done to a science as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's main because like again, and I hate to bring it up like when we're not at that part, but I do like kind of see like hints of like Ultimate Peter in there as well, just like a much older and matured version of him, and it's really amazing.
Also, what was I about to say? Damn, I think I totally forgot. Damn. Oh no, I forgot.
You'll remember it like right when you're closing out.
I know, I'll probably.
Next up?
Yeah, next shot.
Damn, Aussies and your bad memory.
And everything you care about will be destroyed.
Spider Sense.
I love the look of Spider Sense, man. I love it.
His derpy ass face in Spider Sense is like ridiculous.
But here's the thing though. This is my thing though. With the E3 2017 stuff that we got, when he's Spider-Man, he says Martin Lee, right? So he's acting surprised. Mm-hmm. But here, he has a Spider Sense and he looks and he sees Martin Lee.
And he's surprised.
So unless they swap
this
you
is probably after. Oh no, this could probably be after.
Well, you never know.
No, it could be because he never really catches. He never really catches Martin Lee, and they show the train sequence, and it's just them fighting.
Well, again, the explosion could have happened really quick. Like Peter got a quick glimpse, and then the explosion happened.
So how I'm seeing this go down is, the explosion happened, and then you fight the people, you fight the inner demons and stuff like that. You take down and then
you got to save some people.
Yeah, Mr. Negative gets escape car or whatever and drive off. Now this is where the E3 2016 trailer play. That's what you're doing.
Yep.
That's what's taking place.
Oh, wait. Also, have a look, because remember before the shot of Norman, right? Look where the explosion is. It's where it's at a campaign for Norman.
The conferences. Oh crap! It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but here's the thing: is this shot at night? Because it looks really dark, or is it just from the explosion?
Wait, are we skipping frames, guys? Come on.
Explosion.
No, it's in the same shot.
Are you talking about the Mr. Negative shot?
Yes.
I'm at the just standing there looking like he's about to do some shit.
Yeah. I'm at the explosion. My bad. Yeah, sorry.
No, that's the negative. No, that's because it's a negative explosion, so the lighting alters. That's why.
Yeah,
sure?
The lighting does alter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Because it's sort of like negative lighting. That's why the light alters.
I can see where you thought it was nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's the lights at the end of the road over there. You can actually see like where the sunlight is.
Yeah. Okay, I see.
All right. Okay. So next frame, police officer. Yeah, it says re-elect Osborn. This is happening at like a event.
Yeah.
So does that mean Mr. Negative has a problem with Norman?
Yeah, he has to. It's probably gonna be like
because he's trying to, because maybe Martin Lee knows that he was a goblin. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know.
Wait, this
Maybe.
explosion
Maybe.
looks great. Just want to put that out there.
Oh yeah,
Those
looks amazing.
particle effects.
Maybe Norman Osborn threatened.
And look at the pedestrians there. Look at
Yes,
in
there's
front
some
of the police
there's
officer.
some dead civvies for sure.
Yuri
Yeah.
Watanabe, though.
Where are you at?
Why had Chin
Wait,
look like
no,
that?
you're really ahead. Alright,
Okay.
next frame.
Next
Awesome.
frame
I know.
The
is
pedestrians again.
pedestrian looking
'Cause I'm
extremely
going
depressed.
to.
But like this makes me want to save the city. Like that's what
Well,
it makes me
so-
because in the other games you never care about the pedestrians. Now you're just like holy crap.
There's actually stakes. Like there's actually
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
next frame is
Yes.
a cool explosion, and then skip over to Yuri.
Get more
So I like her character model a lot. I think it's great.
The walkie-talkie or the phone or whatever she's holding is pretty big.
Yeah, it's quite the big
Yeah,
big phone going on there.
I don't know. What is this? Is it a walkie-talkie? What is it?
Like,
probably.
it looks like a satellite phone.
It looks like one of those original smartphones.
Like a
So
BlackBerry.
then it
Hold
goes
up.
over to a firefight. So someone in our chat was talking about how they're wearing purple. Kingpin guards
Oh,
or
Dimitri.
whatever.
Hey, good point.
So that's not me. That was someone in our chat. We talked about it, and I was like, "Whoa, didn't even."
That was
really notice that.
Demetrius.
That was who?
Probably be her. It was Demetrius.
Oh, Demetrius. Hello, my friend.
Yeah.
Good old Spidey Squad member. Alright. Oh, I love that shot. Look at that. He looks
He
badass.
looks menacing,
Oh my gosh, look at the mask detail on him. It's so awesome.
and the
No,
reflection.
but
of
look at the
light.
lighting. Look at that lighting. Look at that.
I know, it looks great.
Skip over another frame. You have
Mary Jane.
you got a hostage situation, and then you have MJ.
Now, but does the guard see Mary Jane? Because from what we see later, you know, we control her. From what it looks like, anyway.
It's definitely a different area, or that could be a failed attempt. AK interface.
So this is probably after that. The next shot that we'll probably see, or not the next shot. It'll be when we
the
see
shot
Mary Jane.
after this next shot is. Oof. Okay, so next shot is a really awesome transformation scene.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know, that's my favorite. That's my favorite part.
Is actually your favorite shot.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
It's one
But
of my
like,
favorite.
look, if you slowly move it, like go backwards and forwards, it's like from his suit going black to white is so cool.
For real. It's like just awesome.
Oh, Austin's favorite shot.
Okay, so Demetrius, we're talking to Demetrius, and he was kind of analyzing this scene pretty thoroughly. And there's a Chinese restaurant there on the bottom floor.
Look at that web. Look, the web's still there.
Yeah, and the a few kind of windows down, there's an air conditioning unit and apparently a see-through kind of window that you can kind of look through. And then when you compare the suit up or the mask up, I guess you could say, later in this trailer, it looks kind of like it's in the same area. Plus, there's a thing of Chinese food on the floor. Who knows?
So my man lives in Chinatown.
For real. Who knows what that really is? It's
Someone try and translate it.
yeah. Someone in the comments translate that board. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
if you can do, that'll be really awesome.
I'm not gonna do this really in this part. I'm not sure, but you can. Each time Spider-Man is kind of picking up speed, you notice that he's actually landing each time on a pole.
Bar.
On a bar. Yeah.
Oh,
So
Yeah, on a bar.
yeah.
that is brilliant animation. Like seriously, guys, that is.
And he is hitting it.
Yeah.
How? And look, he's doing the double webs.
Yeah.
And I just love this design. Like the way the sun shines on it, it's like, oh yes. It's
Okay,
really
so-
awesome.
I'm gonna insert the 4K image for this next frame because it looks so good. It's the shot of Spider-Man on the side of the van.
Oh yes,
So I talked to the.
I love
Do
it.
you want to?
What?
Do you want to make your shitty joke real quick?
Wait, I don't-
Oh,
Well, is it mine or is it Vigilante's?
it's mine. He's making fun of my joke.
Oh, that's funny.
Nah, I don't want to say it now because Joe's making fun of me. Damn.
I kind of want to
Nah,
hear it, to be honest.
Oh, damn it! Now
Now you're on the spot,
Hold on.
man.
What was it? What was it? Hey, is this the audition for Romeo and Juliet?
Oh.
It makes no sense.
I know, it makes no sense.
That makes
But I thought it was funny.
no sense, but it's funny. Okay, so, in this shot, for one, I was talking to the guys earlier about this. This is definitely
Is that the same shipyard?
No, I don't think so.
Because it says on the right, conship.con? Or is that say
No, it
con or
says-
com?
No, it says something shipping.
Well,
I'll
because
have
we
to
saw
look
it with
at
Mary Jane before.
I have to look at it through the 4K image, but I can't really see it right now. Mine's a little blurry.
Oh,
One thing I was
yeah.
thinking about this though, if this is just a random vehicle takedown, it shows there's actual variety in vehicles.
Yeah, because of the what was
The
it?
car takedown,
The last vehicle. Yeah, the car takedown. Yeah.
which looks better in terms of vehicle damage. But yeah, anyway.
And oh my god, it's not just a car; it's a truck.
Yeah, which has a different
Yay.
animation. Him doing that really awesome
Yay.
backflip.
Thank you.
Next frame we have.
Is that the same Chinese restaurant? Or
Also,
was that
the
different?
police officer is webbed.
No, it's not.
There's
Oh,
webbing
yeah.
on that police officer.
But no, that's not. That's a different Chinese restaurant, I think.
Yeah,
Or sign or whatever.
Because the building's
Okay.
different from the. But
And
no,
look, it's all destroyed or something.
but
It's all burnt.
the first frame of that shot, the police officer is webbed.
Yep, he's.
Oh
Webbed.
yeah, he is.
So
That means Spider-Man saved him because that's like a police truck right
Now,
Yeah.
I don't know. We can't see, but his spider sense is not going off. Well, in this shot, anyway.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't see it anyway. But he does dodge. But he does know the explosion's about to happen. So he does. So obviously it did happen, but we just don't see it.
These graphics are amazing. Then we get
He ducks.
the scene.
I wonder if this is like a takedown. Like
I
you
wouldn't
know
say
the E3 demo,
takedown, but
like a take.
it messes this guy up.
Like a rescue animation,
Oh no, because like you remember how you do that takedown where like it does the
Land?
where he's like
Where he
crouching,
lands?
yeah, where he lands. Like this is like another one, like a different
Oh
version.
no, yeah, definitely.
Also, if you guys do notice, all the signs, like all the purple, it says Oscorp.
Different
Yep.
color than I'm used to seeing. Oh, symbiosis, by the way. You see that?
Now, but wait a minute. What if the purple guards that we saw before were from Oscorp
They could be.
because of the purple?
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Never-
Well, I didn't even know
maybe.
it was purple.
Oh
tape.
yeah, now it makes more sense now that we're thinking about it.
All right, so next frame, you get MJ.
Mary
Oh,
Jane.
I'm
This
really excited
This
for
is
this.
cool.
This
Name
is
one
so
person.
good.
If anyone that's watching this video ever said, "Oh, there's Mary Jane gameplay," good for you.
Obviously with the crates that we see, they have something set up. They're doing some kind of
Some kind of deal.
something's
I
going
wonder
on.
if do you guys remember if you
No,
guys
not even
have
that.
played Batman Arkham Knight? You know how you can is
Oh,
it Batman
no.
Arkham Knight that you can get Oh no! Do you remember when you were in that what is you were Robin or something? While there's like a Joker that had bombs or something, and you have to
Yeah,
control
yeah.
Robin. Yeah. What if
Mhm.
you imagine and you tell Spider-Man where to go? to take down guys.
I didn't think of that exactly, but I did think if there would be like
Something like that, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, next frame.
Oh, by the way, when I tweeted about this, saying what Karen said in Spider-Man: Homecoming to Peter to kiss Liz.
This is your chance, Peter. Kiss her.
Oh god.
Oh my goodness. Please, sir.
Oh no.
I'm surprised that Peter's even allowing Mary Jane to even be within the area. Because before it's like, get
Yeah.
out of here. I'll do this on
Shows
my
that
own.
she's really resilient and that she can actually stick up for herself. Granted,
Well,
there's gonna be scenes in this game where you do have to save her. It's not about being a damsel in distress. That just
No, but
It
this one
happens.
makes me want to care, because normally I don't care.
Yeah.
I look at you, Kirsten Dunst, Mary Jane.
oh, shots fired. Okay, so nothing
Yeah,
really
not
to
much
talk
shot
about in
fired
this
if
scene,
she's good.
except the graphics look great. Again.
Ooh, I can talk about this shot next.
Oh, I love
I
this
reckon-
shot so much. Oh my god.
Now, this is probably after the explosion. Remember what we saw with the pedestrians?
Yeah.
In that orangey fire area? This is probably the same area.
Yep.
Yep. And he's not even negative. Like his eyes are, but he
then
himself
seeing
is
him,
not.
like, shut off right there.
His eyes look awesome like
They
that.
look
His
really
eyes look
cool.
I
awesome.
know. Can he just say like that?
Like, that is such a good shot.
His angelic eyes that will hypnotize you.
That is one of my favorite shots. Like, look at the face that he makes when he powers down.
By the way,
Just
if
so
you
cool.
if you go frame by frame with the same shot, his eyes go back to normal.
Yeah, look at him. He looks
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
Powering down.
And also,
And, like,
if
his
you look to
face,
the
like, he
right,
goes
there's
back,
another
like-
henchman that looks different.
And another henchman who has the sword thing, whatever.
Yeah.
That he used
So
in-
the guy on the right though, he has like tattoos and stuff. Because we've had a couple inner demons with suits on. We have the big guy, and in this shot, there's like 2 different versions of the inner demon. So does that mean like there's different versions of the inner demons? Like you got the big guy, you got the guy with the tactical stick thing, you got guys with guns. You know,
You got the
snipers.
Yakuza-looking guys, like those like hood Yakuza-looking guys with just like the tank tops. Yeah.
So, next shot is a cool cinematic piece that,
Now, by the way, that's a helicopter shooting the window.
at nighttime, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Is
mean.
this the
Oh yeah, I think.
Negative.
Yeah, it's Kingpin's That's Kingpin's penthouse when they go to arrest him.
Yep.
That's what I meant.
Wait, what, Michael?
I thought this was house that.
Yeah.
Kingpin.
Yeah, it is.
So
I
does
think
that
so,
mean
at least.
these are Kingpin's guards? Because these would not be the police, because we know that Bobby Spiderman has a good reputation with the police.
Not necessarily. Not
Well,
necessarily.
you never know.
Well, but this is
Ag-
also, if this
again,
is
you
Kingpin's
never know.
apartment, right? If this is his
Yeah.
penthouse, this is going to be early in,
Yeah.
in the game. The police
Yes.
probably like him if he's been there for 8 years, so I doubt that's the police shooting at him.
Well, again,
It could-
like
it
we
could
know,
even be
Kingpin has
King-
corrupt
it could even-
police officers.
That is true.
Yeah, I was just about to say
like
that.
in the yeah.
Didn't
Oh,
even
sorry,
think
Josh.
about that. Okay, so, wow, I paused at the perfect moment for this scene here.
Well, he's doing the like a Ramita pose.
That is so awesome. Oh my lord. His lenses look perfect right there. So MJ got messed up here.
Which is good for me, because like again, she's still human. She's not invincible.
Yeah. She's not
Yeah.
about to just shoot people. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Um,
And I love how he just broke that door like it was nothing.
By
like
the
he
way,
just broke
He's
that.
like-
I didn't really notice the background until now. It's a art gallery thing.
Oh.
Look
Wait,
at
what?
the Asian
The
or statue
Roseman's
in the
Art
background.
Gallery.
There's,
The Roseman's Art Gallery.
Yo,
Oh,
look
yeah.
Look at
notice
all
this
the
frame.
things. There. Like there's a
Oh, so Bill Roseman owns an art gallery. That's nice.
well, that's something. I don't know, because there's a statue in the back on the right. There is some object.
No,
in
I
a
see it.
case
I see it. That's
behind
it.
the statue. Paintings, I think. Is that a painting?
Well, I don't know why I got the impression that was an Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. So
Oh,
you-
that's funny. Oh man,
So-
that's funny.
The
I love
subway
this
scene.
next one. Look how Mr. Negative is shining, really bright.
Yeah.
And in like in a dark subway, like, and you can definitely tell Spiderman's gonna do some parkour.
I'm kind of shocked they showed us this subway sequence, to be honest.
They showed
Yeah,
us
I figured
all
that
the
would be one of
concept
the
art. They
biggest
literally showed us
pieces.
all of it.
Wait, I got the perfect thing to say about this moment.
What moment?
Yeah.
At this very moment, Mr. Negative knew
Oh.
he f***ed up.
Meme Central. Alright, next frame.
I never noticed how the Oscorp banner was just sitting
I
there
didn't
in
either
plain
until,
daylight.
until you said
Yeah.
something about that vigilante.
Never knew.
I didn't notice Oscorp at
Yeah.
all.
Well, I like the actual logo of Oscorp.
I think purple works with it.
Yeah.
Well, again, it's
I
different.
mean, I'm used to green.
but
I'm
like,
used to
you know,
green and like
when
red.
but like when Insomniac say this is our version of Spider-Man and like they're being different for the sake of being different, these are good things that are different. Like little things like Oscorp being purple.
I like it.
So
Little
yeah.
things like that.
Like-
Yeah.
Michael's like asleep now.
Alright.
Okay.
No, I'm still awake.
Okay, so awesome. I mean, again, nothing to really talk about because it's just combat sequence, or combat like,
Yep. So we can
cutscene?
talk about
Yeah.
the next shot.
which is cool. Looks great. Animation looks amazing.
Oh, I
Negative,
love that.
negative.
So if you guys look frame by frame, he's actually doing the web animation. Like he's actually doing the web
Flip
Spider-Man
pose?
pose to he's doing the flip pose. Like you actually see him get his two middle fingers pressing the
Which
trigger.
I think some games
That's
have gotten
cool.
lazy about that.
Yeah, little things like that make a game great.
I think actually the gun is shooting negative energy because I think
I think it is. Yep, I see it too.
Yeah. Okay. So
yeah, that's all I'm saying.
This is weird because when that other inner demon shot up in the sky, that really cool like menacing shot that they did.
Yeah.
His bullets have that effect too.
Well, maybe it's just the effect of
the ammunition that they're using.
Well, maybe we don't know.
Okay, so next shot, Mr. Negative.
Mr. Negative.
Hadouken.
And look how if you just look at him before he Hadoukens, right? Like he's like Hadoukening it like a softball, like a baseball.
Yeah, it's kind of
crazy.
like
Yeah.
So
if you look at the inner demons behind him, they have different masks. One has ears, one doesn't.
Next frame, there's Peter gets pretty beat up here. Surprisingly,
It's blasted off.
This is probably my favorite shot, to be honest. The next shot.
Yep.
Wait. Wait, can I talk about it, please? I just want to talk about it because I have to. All right. So, like, how I've stated a few times in the video about how the Ultimate Comics should be the headcanon. Well, one very good, flat out, some people might say a homage, but I'm just gonna say it's flat out evidence. Is like the poster on the wall. It says Crusher Hogan versus the Spider. Now,
it's on the top left, guys. If you guys don't know where it is.
Yeah, top left.
Not only is the suit the exact same flippin' suit that he has in the Ultimate Comics when he does his wrestling match with Crusher Hogan, but Crusher Hogan even looks exactly the same down to the point where he's bald and only has like the shorts on. He doesn't have a shirt or anything. It's
does he have that
down
weird
to it.
Tattoo X on his head?
I think so. Yeah, he does. I think so.
I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks like the Danny Rand Iron Fist logo. I'm not gonna lie.
But
I know Austin wants to talk about something too, by the way, about 2010 in this shot.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So
Austin will talk about that.
2010. All right, 8 years ago, which is insane to think that was 8 years ago in 2018. Means Peter Parker was 15 in 2010, right when he was starting.
It's moving in real time.
Real time, dude. That is insane. It's so weird to think about a game like this doing that. It's weird.
Exactly. Also, just because you brought that up, it also made me realize that another reason as to why I definitely think that that's the headcanon for this universe, the Ultimate Comics, because he was 15 when he started, when he was Spider-Man, not just like in the 616 balls in the Ultimate Comics.
Also, we see a calendar and there's some things marked. So from what we can tell, it's October what? It looks like it's the 4th. October 4th, because all the others are crossed out. Also we see Uncle Ben.
Yep.
By the way.
Uncle Ben and Aunt May.
Now, we don't know this, by the way, but the next photo frame, there is 3 people. There's Peter, Mary Jane, and possibly Harry.
Yeah. But
we don't know who's who, because I think Peter might be the one in glasses because it looks like Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 2 with the raindrops keep falling on my head scene.
Raindrops keep falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit.
But if that is the case, thank you, Insomniac, for the detail. But I'm just gonna say this though: homemade suits are the best, and thank you, Insomniac, for bloody adding one.
It looks great. What a little tiny reference that means a lot. Like that's insane.
Yes. And by the way, there's a cool fan over there. Get it? Because there's a fridge and a fan on top. Cool fan. Bad puns.
Also, one thing I would like to notice is that Peter has like all his college books still there. He also has a book bag, so I think he'll be carrying that around for suit ups. Also, I want to point out is that he still has his camera, and I kind of was confused about it earlier, but Austin and Sully, they kind of remind me that photography is a hobby that Peter has, and it's kind of backed up because he has shots of New York that he probably took on his camera.
There is a shot later on with Mary Jane and Peter, and she's holding a camera.
Yeah.
What if that's Peter's old camera?
I'll insert that in.
Oh no, it's a different camera. It's a different camera.
Oh well, I don't know, man.
Alright, so next frame is
this shot looks out of place in this trailer.
it kind of does. I'm not. Yeah,
Hey,
this is the one shot that makes me go.
yeah.
Hmm.
Like either way though, like I'm not saying this is a bad shot and all, but like when I was watching the trailer by myself, it was like, oh look, there's E3 again. It's like, I just want to see new stuff. I'm not saying it's bad and all.
No, it looks fine. It just looks out of place in terms of what we're seeing. Plus, it's taken at a different time of day, which we're not really seeing Spider-Man in throughout this whole trailer. Like this takedown shot looks awesome.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah,
looks different. And look at his legs. Like it's all like the shadows, whatever. Like damn.
Next frame.
Whatever it's called.
Is another car takedown.
Is it the same car takedown?
No, it's the same animation, but it's a different scene.
Who's Peter catching this elevator?
Okay, so we're at this. Yeah, the scene we're at now. The frame is.
Oh yeah, I think that's Harry. Like I was saying before. Yeah, like we got.
By the way, I tweeted about this actually. I think it looks like the well, it reminded me of 2099 from Edge of Time and Shattered Dimensions.
Yeah.
Like, do we catch Harry? Like the same thing? Because again, they did say they're taking the best parts from the Spider-Man games, and so maybe they do like a little homage to 2099 and the other games where he's dive bobbing.
Because that looks.
Yeah. No, but like, because like the way it looks like you have to catch Harry, like the same type of way.
Well. Also, another thing about this as well, Selena, well, actually, all of us were talking earlier today when this first got released. The QTE segments that they showed for E3 2017, the camera angles were kind of bland. If this is a QTE segment right here where you're catching this guy in the elevator shaft, keep doing what you're doing with those dynamic camera shots, because that makes it a lot. It just makes it better. From the
and also makes us feel like that there's no other way to do it but a QTE. But if it looks bland, and it's kind of like, can this be done any other way?
Yeah, and you know it looks for Spider-Man to get these specific shots they're going with. It's only for Spider-Man. You can't get it with Batman. You can't get it with Superman.
You can't get it with Superman. You can't get it with Daredevil or anybody else.
It's specific.
This is Spider-Man.
So keep it up, guys. Seriously. Okay,
damn,
so this is an important shot. Spider-Man's arm is actually turning negative.
Is he gonna become Webman?
Question mark.
If you guys don't know who Webman is, it's essentially, and I honestly didn't know that this was actually a thing back in the day. But apparently this is, like, it's obviously, when Mr. Negative touches him and he becomes a negative version of himself, like the blue and red suit where like the colors are inverted. Like the red sections are blue and the blue sections are red.
Yeah, but Mr. Negative looks amazing.
Yeah, this whole thing looks good.
And by the way, this also reminds me, because when we were watching the 2016 trailer, he was taking down a truck. You remember where he punched through the window of the door? Is this the same truck?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because we never saw the inside of that truck. We just saw him punching the window. From memory, anyway.
Oh, that shot where he's holding on to the. He's holding on.
Great. Wow,
yeah, it's huge.
That is a huge truck. Yeah. That shot looks great.
Oh my gosh.
Shocker. Okay, yeah. This.
Oh, boy, have a look at his back. Like, have a look at the back of his outfit.
Guys, I want to point out something about Shocker's suit.
What's that?
You can actually see like his eyes. Like he doesn't have like some islands. It's just his eyes.
Really, it looks like a.
Yeah, because I freeze framed it, you can see his like actual eyes, unless like that's just the lenses and they look weird.
Yeah, they look like lenses.
By the way, I like his blast. It's different.
It's
orange.
More damaging.
Yeah.
Actually, I say like this is actually a lot more like the comics, where it's actually like a shockwave that pushes
and
him.
Do you want to talk about what I told you before, Josh?
Well, he was looking through Twitter, our boy Jordan Vigilante over here, and he happened to find that Jacinda Chu was asked about Shocker's design, and she said that it was not inspired by Homecoming because someone asked if it was. She said nothing in this game is inspired by Homecoming, only the comics, and that they were that they they're trying to do something different, and that the gauntlets are like the heaviest part of the costume because that's where most of the action is going on.
Sounds good to me.
By the way, if you freeze frame at the correct point where Spider-Man got blast, he's holding on to the safe.
Okay, so let me tell you about a little idea I had about how that scene's gonna end up going out. Okay, so he's literally kind of attached himself to the bank vault door.
Yep.
I'm hoping he does like kind of a backflip with it while still holding on to it, and when he flies
he's holding it, yeah.
When he flies out of the door and flies into the
Yeah.
street, he actually lands on the side of a building and catches it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh, please.
By the way, this will probably be early on in the game because from that newspaper before,
yes, okay,
we see that
you reminded me.
he took down Fisk and he took down Shocker.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we're gonna.
So this is early on.
This game looks great, man. I just gotta say right now.
Back to the
possibly
Kingpin's
yes. Okay.
apartment again.
Actually, this has to be his apartment. Look at it's got a downstairs area. Pillars look.
I swear,
very
if there's a
similar.
white painting on the wall, this is definitely Vincent
I
D'Onofrio.
don't think there will be, but there could be.
How do you know? Easter egg reference.
That would be such a okay. Anyway, so I don't know what those wires are, by the way. Like it's kind of weird looking.
Guys, I think I just figured out something too. You know that helicopter I said about before about being maybe police or something. The bullets are negative.
Yeah, they are.
She's doing
yeah,
so. The bullets are negative. So concept that again.
Yes, with this subway battle.
And it's exactly the same.
I just hope to see a very beaten Peter at the end of this game. I want to see him just.
Yes,
Just
and
destroy.
but Martin Lee's shoes are so cool because they're pure white. But that's so Spider-Man. Him just like, what does he say? It's like a quip.
Oh, at the end here. Oh yeah, speaking to the audience again, which seems to be the tradition they're hanging on to.
Anyone else need a breather?
Yeah, he says anyone else need a breather.
That's basically the trailer.
Yeah, that's that was a pretty in-depth analysis. Real quick is like an update on the audio commentaries. We're going to definitely be continuing that series. We just kind of need time to get everyone together because everyone's just been busy with their own channels and life.
Yeah, time zones is a big problem. Time zones is a big problem. Yeah. But we'll expect more with this channel because we love this channel.
Yep.
And what it can be. It's just that the whole focus of the channel was for all of us to come together, but it's just been a bit hard.
Impossible.
Yeah. So we might just upload videos with not all of us, but you'll get the occasional all of us are together.
Yeah, for the Spectacular Spider-Man commentaries, I'm going to try and keep the same team going for that, and then other commentaries in the future.
Yeah.
Gonna maybe switch it up a little bit. Yeah. We're definitely.
And also, if you guys do enjoy like breakdowns,
this long
please like the video and comment down like your opinions on the trailer, because like we want to know like if you guys like it and whatever.
What you guys think about it? What you guys enjoy? What you guys dislike?
Yeah.
Give us
what do you want to see in the game? What do you want us to do for the channel in the future?
By the way, did you guys enjoy the trailer? Like overall, like do you think that's the best thing that we got from Insomniac? I think so. I think that's the best thing we've had.
I do too.
Now me personally, I would like, and you guys all know this for a fact that my hype, it's been everywhere. It's been all over the place. It's been rising and falling constantly.
Yeah.
But what I really wanted was a story trailer because I was, kind of like, the gameplay is alright. I guess I just want a story trailer, and I got that, and I'm pleased. And plus, I wanted to see Peter Parker because I was pissed off about that. I got it. I'm happy.
A PGW,
now,
which is weird.
I want to see if the gameplay has evolved, and hopefully it has, and hopefully it's a lot better. But yeah, I'm pleased.
The reason why all of us probably at the Spidey Squad probably love this the most is because it's not just the same thing. We got multiple different things. Even if it's a quick shot, it's something different.
Yeah.
And that's what we love about it, because we can go full on and different. Like we got Peter Parker. Like what does that mean? We got Mary Jane gameplay. What does that mean? That could be a whole video. So this is why we personally love this, like, because this whole trailer has so much for it.
Oh,
and we love it.
Also, to fill you guys in if you don't know, This Friday, on Insomniac's Twitch page, they're going to be doing a live stream with the creative director Brandon Sahar, answering questions and then also sending out like development swag from the team. Look out for that. It's going to be, I don't know the time exactly. I'll post their Twitch page in the description. I'll also post the link to the article for the interview with Brian Intihar, with him discussing a few of the aspects of the game and stuff. So, yeah.
But before we go, Michael, what did you think of the trailer? Because I didn't hear you talk, pal.
Love it.
Love it.
Yeah. Was there like your favorite? Did you have a favorite shot of anything?
Person. Probably.
Yeah, personally,
It would have to be probably running, pole, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
True that.
Yeah, I agree with that, man.
Yeah. Mine's probably just that post of that homemade suit from wrestling. Because damn.
That was cool.
Yep. That's one of my favorite shots. Yep.
And you know this whole game's gonna be Easter egg heavy.
Yeah.
We
just
know
this
this.
teaser trailer alone, which again, actually no, we didn't say anything about the title of this teaser trailer. Like.
Yeah, this is a teaser trailer.
I don't know. So.
But again, in the beginning, this is a teaser trailer. They said this is a teaser.
Yeah, so that's actually something I was hoping someone would mention. Because note how the first ever trailer we got for the game, it wasn't an announcement trailer, it was teaser trailer, right?
Yep.
But this is called a teaser trailer, thus meaning that this is officially the start for the marketing for the game. So that means that there's obviously a solid, concrete release date now.
Oh.
And with that, and PSX is next month, so that means we're gonna start getting a lot more stuff. And once 2018 hits,
can you imagine if it's October? Because they keep saying October.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that it is. I mean, it could be.
They keep going October. So can you imagine if it's October 1st?
That's a long ways away, man.
Maybe.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
I'm really hoping not.
Unless you release on October the 11th, my birthday in Insomniac, that would be quite the birthday present.
And the wait, please, better be worth it. Oh, man.
It looks like it.
I'm hoping.
So
I just hope it
should we
give
a score out of like 5 or something? Out of 5, what do we think of the overall trailer? Like it was a good, bad.
As a trailer standalone, like by itself?
Yeah, as a trailer by itself.
5 out of 5 for me in terms of editing and stuff. That was so
yeah.
good.
True that.
I'd say taking everything into consideration, not just editing, I'd give it a 5 out of 5.
Yep.
And
Michael?
this is not just me being hyped. This is hours later when we've analyzed it and everything.
Hours
this is
later,
a 5
dude.
out
You
of
mean
5.
almost a day later, dude? We have been.
Well, you know what? Even still, and this is like taken into consideration. We've analyzed and realized that the potential of like the actual like what the universe could entail, like what could be the background and like basis for this universe. Dude, that's straight 5 out of 5 for me.
Michael.
Yeah, what's up?
Out of 5, what would you give this trailer?
I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5.
Oh, the lowest. All right.
Wow.
Why's that?
Simply because, I mean, I would have liked to teach a little bit more, but which I mean, I'm okay with. I wanted a
Story trailer?
Honestly, I really just.
I think, me personally, I would give this like a 4.5. But that's just me being like greedy because I wish we could see like more gameplay.
Yeah.
Like I know it's like in game and stuff, but like like how it was like at E3 we see like the buttons or whatever. But that's just a little thing. But that's just me being greedy. So, but as a whole, it would be a 5. But I'm just being
overall,
greedy.
It was a great trailer. It showed that they somewhat know what they're doing with the story, and I say somewhat because we just haven't seen enough of it yet. But
and
we
and
need
from what it's looking like,
it seems like they definitely know what they're doing.
And by the way, that hashtag now, hashtag Insomniac We Trust, it's coming to light.
Yeah.
It's coming to light.
Yep.
I'll fully be there if they just show gameplay. And yes, they showed E3, but that was for E3.
That wasn't like legitimate. That to me, that's not legitimate gameplay because that's like just a level. They're just showing you like
They
how
show
the
free
game
roam.
is laid out. Essentially,
If
they're not
we
showing you
see
a free
open
roam
world free
gameplay.
roam, then yes, I cannot wait.
Yes. Then you've
Yep.
won me over if you show that you can keep.
As
up
long
with
as
the
you
cutscenes.
show
won me over
that
if you have
Spider-Man
streaming
hits
animation.
a bar on a pole or anything, Austin's pleased.
Well, no,
Like,
this
straight
is
up.
the thing
Look.
though. Like the
Look, if you got swinging animations, me and Austin are sold.
yeah, please. That's a worry, but I'm not gonna get into it because I can go on a tangent forever. But they need to real quick. They need to the cutscenes.
Yeah.
In terms of setting a bar, I'll say that if you combine the two subway cutscenes that we got, and the scene with him running on the rail, if you combine those,
Yeah.
right, they need to make the gameplay feel that fast. If you allow the player to be able to feel like they can achieve that amount of speed and intensity, you've won me over.
Yeah. And remember D23 when Spider-Man was swinging running up that wall?
Yes.
It looks like you can, like, with that speed.
Yeah, and they've said multiple times it's the player. Depends on how good you are at the game. If that's
this is all
true,
skill-based, which is amazing.
then I'll be devoting a lot of hours to this game. I'll actually probably be devoting a lot of hours to just the first few missions, just so I can actually become decent at the game before I even get into the story. If it's like that, but
Yeah, from what it sounds like, this game has a lot of replayability.
yeah.
Like,
It really does.
But anyway, guys, this has turned out to be a very long video, but a video you guys will
But sorry,
probably
but
be happy about.
if you guys watch it all,
Well, definitely
congratulations.
makes up for the lost content.
Yes, please comment below if you watched all of this, because this is
And
an
also,
hour
if you did, you get a Spidey Squad thumbs up.
that is yes you do.
Yeah. And also, if you guys want to see, if you guys have any ideas for type of videos that you want to see on the Spider Squad channel, make sure you comment that as well, because we'd love to hear your
Tweet it.
suggestions.
Also tweet your
tweet
video
it.
suggestions at the Spidey Squad Twitter page. Like, just tweet them like at us, and we'll check it out.
And also, make sure you follow the Spider Squad Twitter if you guys already
Which
haven't.
will be in the description.
Yes, that will be in the description. And make sure so make sure if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button as well.
Yeah, guys,
So-
this was a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
we're definitely going to be uploading more videos in the future. Just gotta get.
Yeah.
Especially since these guys will be done with school, so
Yes.
that'll be good.
All right.
Anyway, guys,
Well, see you later, guys.
see ya.
Yep. Peace out.